Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. So what I'm doing is I'll be setting up a photo booth. I'm going on an event. It's nothing big, you know, it's a 7th day party. So I'll be setting up the Salsa booth, which is right over there. Okay, and again, it does fit here in my SUV. I've got an Audi Q5 and it even fits on even a smaller car. Alright, so you're gonna come with me. I'm gonna put in my booth inside the SUV and we'll go from there. So I got the photo booth and all the gear packed up, including my photography gear, because I'll be taking photos as well, because I'm an event photographer. Again, you know, it's not a big event, so usually I would manage to take a photo while I have the Salsa booth operating. And that's the good thing about the booth, is it's self-serve. You know, you don't need to hire a person. I mean, you could, but you know, you can save that up for yourself. Now go check my link over here, especially if this is your first time in my channel and running a photo booth business. All right, that's gonna save you a lot of time, and you know, that's gonna give you most of the information that you'd need to kind of have all your photo booth set up. So it just arrived. Now, you always want to bring, well, at least for me, I always bring my laptop with me just in case I need to do last minute editing. I know you can do the editing on the booth itself on the iPad, but you know, if you have it on the computer, let's just say save it on Photoshop, then you can do it really fast. Plus, you know, if you already own an Apple product or a system, you can just airdrop it, which is pretty cool. I usually go to set up my booth or to do event coverage. So I do have my small bag with me that has all my main camera, and then I've got the Pick Design. This is the backpack. So this is where I put in my iPad plus my MacBook Pro in case I need to do some last minute edit, or you know, for transferring or backing up the files. All right, so let's go. I usually arrive 45 to 60 minutes before the event just to give extra time to set up the booth, the lights, and the backdrops. Honestly, the booth will take me about 3 to 5 minutes to set up, including all the you know, make sure everything's functional. The longest to set up would be the backdrop. However, it's pretty manageable despite the size of 8x8. As you can see, I'm the only person manning the whole photo booth setup. Now, once you fire off the booth and everything is okay, you can start the guided access. If you don't know how to turn it on, you can actually watch my previous review or previous video about the Salsa booth. The first thing I check is the camera settings, and of course, you can just play around with the settings. I want to make sure that the white balance is okay, it's not too warm or too cold, and also the ISO is set to low as much as possible, so that way it doesn't look too grainy on the photos. But of course, you can always compensate that with extra lights. For shutter speed indoors, I usually keep it between 1/60 to 1/200, so that way I can select lower ISO, which in turn gives us better image quality. I always carry this stand with me, which serves as my branding and a way to introduce to guests what this photo booth can do. For this event, I brought my Yongnuo spotlight instead, mounted on a mic stand, so guests won't tip it over. Don't forget to cover your cables, because this booth has thin and proprietary cable that you don't want to get stumped. I just want to quickly mention my photography setup for small events. So I have two Nikon Z6 with a 24-70 zoom lens. This one's got the 50mm 1.8 and also a Godox flash for fill light and those group shots. So for now, please watch this photo booth behind the scenes highlight that I made using iPhone on my gimbal. So after the party is over and I have shut down the booth, tearing down, I would say, is way faster than setting up. And I like this backdrop. As you can see, I just unzipped it and take out the fabric. Also inside the rods, they do have these little cords, so it's easier to assemble and put all together. All right, so that wraps it up. I'm actually here at the back parking lot of the venue, which is right there. So, and I'm loading all my loading all my stuff there in my vehicle. So there you go. A lot of this may seem pretty straightforward to you, but sometimes it's better to visualize how everything is done. What do you think? Do you have any questions or maybe suggestions? Leave those comments down below and I'll answer them. Okay, don't forget to check the links in the description. Let me know what you want me to review on my next video. Okay, see you guys next time.